Hi guys, today I have a pretty big nail polish haul to share with you. So this is a complete online order and I ordered 25 bottles of Color Club nail polishes from transdesign.com. If you've never heard of transdesign.com, you should go check it out, especially if you're into discounted nail polishes. So they sell Essie, Color Club, China Glaze, some OPI at a very discounted price, so I like to shop there a lot, and I have to say about half of my collection came from transdesign.com. The website looks a little fishy, but it's secure and everything. I think they just didn't put too much effort into making the website look cute. So what had prompted me to buy 25 bottles of nail polishes is because Color Club had a clearance sale. I don't know if the website is clearing out all of their Color Clubs. I don't know if that means they don't carry them anymore. Regardless, they pretty much put all of their Color Club nail polishes on clearance and they were at 99 cents per bottle. As of right now, when I'm filming this video, the clearance is still going on. So if you're interested, you should go check it out. I'm sure you will find something that you would like to have. And I have to say that I am not a big Color Club fan before. Not a fan. I should rephrase that, because Color Club is not very easily accessible. You can't really buy them from the stores and you don't hear a lot of people talking about them. So it's kind of a brand that I have been neglecting for the longest time. So I figure at $1 per bottle or 99 cents per bottle, it's really a deal that I cannot pass on. So I just got a whole bunch of them and I wanted to try out this brand. I do think they have some really decent polishes, but they're just kind of underrated. So because there are a lot of them, let's just jump into it and I'm going to show you all the polishes that I got. And I did swatch everything on my swatch wheels, so I'm going to show you how they look and kind of how they perform, because I haven't tried them on my nails, so it's not going to be like 100% accurate, but at least you get some idea because I did swatch them. So let's just go down the wheel now. Let's start with those three. So you can see those three kind of are similar, well, not similar colors by any means, but they're kind of dual-chromy. I never was a fan of dual chromes. I think I almost hated it, but for whatever reason, I think I started to like them a little bit. So I wanted to get some dual chrome colors and I just got three. I have to say the first one right here, this like coppery toned color, this is in the color Wild and Willing. It's not actually a dual chrome, I don't think. It just has like two different color of shimmer and it has a little bit of a dual chromey finish, but it's just because there are two different colors of shimmer inside. And this one is actually really pretty. It's kind of like a reddish copper toned color. It has a little bit of a teal and green shift. You can kind of see it in the bottle. But this is 2 coats on the swatch wheel. I feel it's still too sheer. If I were to use it on my nails, I'd probably have to use 3 coats. But the formula is really thin, so I don't think 3 coats is going to cause any trouble, so that should be fine. And I do really like this color. I think it's very unique and pretty. Next is a true dual chrome. This one is in the color Editorial, and this one kind of reminds me of a lizard. I don't know, it's kind of like a grainy gold color and it's so prominent, the dual chrome. I think this is just gorgeous and I love it. It doesn't really leave a lot of brush strokes. It has a little bit of a brush strokes, but not very obvious, which is great. Dual chrome colors tend to do that a little bit, especially in the metallic finishes. So I'm really satisfied with this. This is 2 coats on the swatch wheel. I'm sure 2 coats will be plenty on your nails as well. And the last dual chrome I got is in the color Portfolio. This one is a purple color with very strong like green teal shine in it. You can see it's so beautiful. I love it. So apparently after the polish is swatched out, the dual chrome effect isn't as obvious as how it is in the bottle, but I think you can definitely still pick it up. So I love it. This is 2 coats on the swatch wheel and it's pretty opaque as well, so I can't wait to give that a try. And then next, you're gonna see I'm feeling kind of one type of color here. I kind of wanted to try out some pinks. So to be honest, I don't have a lot of pinks in my collection, I feel, because I just never was into pinks. I liked green and blue a lot more, but I have recently realized that, you know, blues don't really fit me that well, and pinks, they're easy to go with anything that you wear, and I don't know, I just started to like pinks and I realized I don't have a lot of pinks in my collection, so I really wanted to branch out, so I got quite a few. So the first one here I have is a cream color. This is kind of a orange pink coral color, peach, coral, orange. I don't know, it's like a mixture of all those, and the color is called In Theory. I really love this shade. I think it looks really pretty. It's 2 coats and it's pretty unique in my collection. The formula is fantastic. This is 2 coats on the swatch wheel. Nothing bad to say about it. And the next one is this like reddish color. It looks kind of red, but really I think it's just a darker pink. It looks more red because it's like in comparison with everything else. It looks like a cherry red, but I think if you look at it in the bottle, it feels like it's more like a really deep magenta kind of darker pink. I think this one isn't as unique as I thought it would be. I feel I probably have like dupes of this color. I have to look into my collection. If I have like any color that's similar to this, I wouldn't keep it probably, but the formula is really good. It's 2 coats, but if you're looking for like a cherry red color or cherry pink color, I think this is perfect. I think the next one is really pretty and different a little bit and like unique. This one is a purple color actually. It's pretty deep purple too, but it has kind of a blue sheen to it, or silver blue kind of sheen. It's gorgeous. I think it's not like a shimmery finish, but it just gives it a little bit of that sheen. It's very subtle, but you can definitely still pick it up. So I really look forward to use that. This is 2 coats on the swatch wheel. I think it's pretty opaque. It might need a 3rd coat, or maybe you just have to do 2 thicker coats. It's borderline being okay. I don't know. I have to try that on my nails to know for sure, and the color is called Ultraviolet. The next one I'm pretty excited about. This is kind of like a deeper cool tone pink. This one is called Jack and Jill. Beautiful formula, cream finish, and 2 coats, opaque. Nothing bad to say about it, and I can't wait to use that one. The next one I'm really excited about. You can see it's kind of matte because this is a neon finish. Neon finish polishes tend to dry a little bit more matte, and this is like bright pink. I don't think the camera quite captures the brightness of this, but the color is called Peppermint Twist. I've already worn this one. It's beautiful formula. You don't need a white base for it. You just do 2 coats and it's fully opaque on its own. It's bright and I love it. I'm like truly enjoying this. But the only thing is that it chips fairly quickly. I think all neon polishes do, especially I like this kind of matte finish, so I don't really top coat it. For that reason, it's gonna last even less long. It sounds so weird, but you know what I mean. Like, I love this shade. It's so gorgeous. Next we have In Bloom. This one is kind of like a mid-tone pink, leaning a little bit cool. This one reminds me a lot of Zoya Eden, I think. I have to compare them side by side, but I think this one is a lot more dusty compared to Eden, but it's beautiful regardless. 2 coats, fully opaque, and I think it's a great polish. Next I have She Is So Glam. It's this like a light pink color. I think this one is closer to Zoya Eden. You know what? Let me just grab it and then so we can compare them. Alright, so here we have In Bloom, and this one is She Is So Glam, and this is Zoya Eden. So it's kind of like in between, but maybe closer to In Bloom. Can you see the difference? Yeah, it's like in between, closer to In Bloom. But I really like Zoya Eden, so I've been wanting to find something that's similar to this, so I'm really happy about those purchases, and they have great formula. You don't need to work for it or anything, so I'm really happy about those. The next one I'm actually pretty disappointed at. This one is in the color, I believe, in AMOUR. This one is a really light nudie pink. I've been wanting kind of like a nudie pink for a while now, and I just don't find a color that quite is what I wanted. So I tried this one out, but this one is like really sheer. I don't know if you can see right here. It's really not opaque. This is 2 coats on the swatch wheel. It probably would need 3 or even 4 coats. I feel it's just one of those like sheer pinks that Essie used to do a lot, and I'm just not into that finish. So I swatched it and I realized I'm just not gonna use it, so I'm not gonna keep it around. Next we have this beigey gray tone kind of whitish color. This one is actually very different. It's kind of like a jelly finish. It's not very opaque. Usually colors like this are really opaque. This one is not. This is 2 coats on the swatch wheel. I think it might be okay just with 2 coats. It might need a 3rd coat. I'm not too sure. It's almost like a jelly finish, you know? It's quite unique and different, and I think in the bottle it looks more gray, and on the swatch wheel it looks more yellow, beigey kind of color, but I do really like this finish. I think I want to try this next on my nails. Alright, so finally we're done with the pinks, and next we have 3 that are kind of like bluish color. So next we have a really beautiful light blue but very bright kind of color. This one is in the color Ocean View. I think the color is just amazing, but I didn't realize it's a textured finish polish. Can you see the little bumps on it? It's not smooth, so for that reason I don't think I want to keep it. I'm not into this kind of texture. It feels weird, so it's a shame. I love this shade, but I just don't want to deal with the texture finish. I know if I use plenty of top coats it might just smooth it out, but I just don't want to work for it, so that's a shame. I'm probably not gonna keep this one. Next we have a periwinkle kind of color. It's kind of like a blue-gray, gray-blue with a drop of purple. It's very unique. Well, unique in a way, but I think almost every brand has a color similar to this. And this is 2 coats, and the formula is great, and I have nothing bad to say about it. This is the color that I used to wear a lot, so I'm sure I have similar colors in my collection. I might have to compare it to some other shades in my collection and decide if I want to keep it or not. But so far I'm really happy with this. The next one is pretty unique. This is a darker purple color. It reminds me a lot of Wet n Wild on a Trip, and also OPI's Eurso Euro, something like that. I don't remember the name anymore, but it's kind of like a weird name. I would write it somewhere on the screen so that you can see the name. It totally reminds me of that, and this is 2 coats on the swatch wheel. It's beautiful formula, nothing bad to say about it, and I think I like those kind of shades in the like winter months. It's kind of deep but also very bright, and even like in the hot summer or cold winter, those are the times that I like to wear this one. I can't believe it, the construction just started again. I can hear them again. Well, I'm almost done, so I'm just gonna continue, and I have 3 more colors here on this wheel that are kind of similar. They're in a group. You can see that they are all like lighter colors but with those matte black and white glitters inside. I don't know, I like this finish, but I just feel I was never able to find a perfect formula for them. I'm sure there are a lot of indie brands that have mastered this finish, but I'm just not very familiar with any indie brands, so I kept trying them out from like the mainstream brands, but they just have not satisfied me. Like, they just do not work that well, I feel. So I gave them a try again from Color Club. So I got a pink, a blue, and a green. So here the blue one is called Oh Boy. This one actually is probably like the better one out of the 3. I feel it's pretty opaque on its own, and you can see all the glitters as well. I think it might work out well, so I have to give that a try on my nails to know for sure, but it looks like it has a pretty decent polish versus glitter like proportion, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I think the green also doesn't look bad at all. The green one is called Bundle of Joy. This is a mint color with that glitter, and I think the glitter is less dense compared to the blue one, but it could be because that I didn't shake it up very well. You can see that they kind of settled to the bottom a little bit. So when I do wear it on my nails, I have to really shake it up to get more glitters, but 2 coats is pretty opaque, so I think that might work out as well. The pink one, however, is just a disappointment. This one is in the color My Girl. I mean, the glitter proportion is okay. I mean, I got a lot of the white glitters, so it's not very obvious on the swatch wheel, but the problem is that it's really not opaque. You can see my nails behind here. I used 2 coats on this. It's just nowhere being near opaque. I probably have to put like a white base and then put this on top or something like that. I don't know. It feels like it's gonna need a lot more work, so I'm not very impressed by this color, and I probably wouldn't wear it, so I won't keep this one around either. So now we have to move on to the next wheel. So on the next wheel here, I have 3 colors that are similar. Again, they're kind of the metallic finish, a little bit like not rose gold, more like platinum white gold, kind of just neutral metallic shades. I've been wanting to use colors like this, and I don't have a whole lot in my collection. A few shades that I can think of that are similar or in my head that are, you know, in this kind of like very manicured look, hand polishes. I have Butter Linden All Hail the Queen. I have China Glaze Ingrid and China Glaze Swing Baby. Those are all like in a similar kind of idea, and I love those kind of colors, and I've been wanting to wear them more. They definitely make your hands look more put together, and they look expensive, you know. So those three shades are all pretty nice actually. So first, this color is the most metallic of the three, but it's not like a chrome by any means. I think the formula is definitely good, you know, it's above average good. It's not that brushstrokey. If you're careful enough, you probably could avoid showing all the brush strokes. So I'm pretty happy about this one. I think it looks a lot better than how it is in this bottle, because in the bottle it looks like it's pretty gross, you know, it's kind of like murky and all that, but it does look really pretty on the swatch wheel. Next, I have Antiqued. This one is probably the favorite out of the three. It's not a rose gold, but it definitely has a little bit more of that pinky tone. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's 2 coats. I think it's opaque on its own. It's very shiny. Very, very good purchase. I highly recommend this bottle if you could still find it. I think when I checked, it was still available. You should definitely pick this one up. The last one here, I'm a little torn about. I think the color is definitely pretty. The only thing is that it's textured again. It's different texture from the blue color that I showed you earlier. This one is more like a Zoya Pixie Dust kind of texture, so it doesn't bother me too much. It's still pretty smooth. It's not gonna be like snagging your sweaters and whatnot. But I don't know, I have my doubts. I probably have to top coat it and then see how it looks top coated. But oh, I forgot to tell you, this one is called Apollo Star. I think color wise is definitely a very, very pretty color, and I just wish it's not so textured. And then there are 4 bottles that I didn't swatch, because after I got them, I looked at all of the polishes. I just knew that I wouldn't use those 4 bottles. So I figured, you know, why swatch them? Why touch them? I can just give them away if I never, you know, open them or anything. So they all have like different reasons, not necessarily that they are bad, it's just I know I wouldn't use them. So let me show you. The first one here is called Alter Ego. This is kind of like a darker purple color with a lot of gold shimmer. This is a very pretty shade, especially for the fall or winter season, but this one reminds me a lot of Zoya Sansa. So I feel if I want a deeper purple with gold shimmer, I would just go for Zoya Sansa. I wouldn't ever think about this one, you know, so it's just gonna be a waste in my collection. It's just gonna sit there forever, never get used, so I should probably just give it away so someone else would enjoy it. Next, I have this kind of like a purpley pink color. This one is a shimmer finish, and the color is called Ulterior Motive. It's a very pretty shade. It's not uncommon, I feel. This kind of color, it has a lot of pink and is it like bluish shimmer inside. It's very shiny and pretty, but I feel I definitely have dupes in my collection that are very similar to this, so I just don't want to, you know, open it up. I don't think I'm the biggest purple color fan either. They don't look that good on my nails, so I figure I should just pass it on because I already have plenty of similar colors. And then I have this bright sky blue color with a lot of silver hollow glitters inside. This one is in the color Otherworldly, but I just think I've passed my sky blue phase and I just don't wear them anymore. They look very comic-y, I feel, on my nails. I don't know, I just don't like my sky blues anymore. I pretty much decluttered all of them, so I just don't think I'm gonna touch it. I don't know why I bought it the first place. It probably looked different on the website. I didn't look up any swatches or anything when I placed the order. Yeah, not gonna touch that one. And the last one here, I think it's actually funny. It's in the color Object of Envy. Actually, the name sounds extremely familiar, and I know I had a bottle from Color Club that looked pretty much just like this. So I want to say that I owned this bottle before and I decluttered it, and now I bought it again. I don't know, from the swatch I thought it was a shiny green color, but it looks like it's just a lot of green metallic glitter inside. It's not really a shimmery polish, it's just very dense glitters, you know? So I just don't think I'm gonna get any use out of it, and I've already decluttered my other bottle, so I just don't want to keep this around. So since we're talking about Color Club here, and I really don't have many other Color Club polishes, I used to have quite a few, but I decluttered most of them. Not because I don't like the brand, just because the specific colors that I got were not colors I was gonna use. So as of now, I actually only have 2 other bottles from Color Club in my entire nail polish collection. So I figured I might as well just show them to you. First, I have this full-size bottle. It's called Snowflakes. It's a flaky. I think I really like this kind of flaky. I have a few different flaky polishes, and this one is one of them. It has a pinky tone. It's very pretty, so I kept it around, and I top it off of other polishes every once in a while. So I have that one. And the last one I have here is actually a mini or sample size nail polish. This one is in the shade Poetic Hues. I actually put this in my project polish this year. I just added it in this month, and this is what I have on my nails as well. I like this color. I don't think the formula is that great. You do have to work with it. It's a little bit thicker. I usually don't mind thick nail polishes, but this one is thick and a little hard to work with. But I do really like this color, so I'm willing to work for it. Just under the comparison, this bottle is the one I just bought. You can see the new bottle is a lot more gray, and this one is more yellow and beigey. So if you stick around until the end, I have a little surprise for you. So like I said, I have 4 bottles that I'm not gonna keep around. So I'm just gonna give them away. I don't want to, like I said, keep them around. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So I figure I can just give them to you guys since I never really even touched them. And remember, I said there are 3 polishes I swatched once on my swatch wheel, and I just realized I'm not gonna wear them either, so I'm gonna get rid of those 3 as well. So there are 7 polishes total I'm gonna give away. If you want them, you can just leave a comment down below, but I don't want to force you to take those 3 bottles that I swatched once, you know? I think it's not a big deal that I've swatched it once on my swatch wheel, but some people might not like that idea. So if you want any of those polishes, you can just leave a comment down below, say that you want all 7 of them, or if you just want those 4, or if you just want those 3, or any combination, you know what I mean? Just tell me which ones you want, and if you win, so I know which ones to send you, you know what I mean? So it's really simple. You just have to be US residents. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to do an international giveaway for a while now, because I know there are quite a few of you out there that don't live in the US. But 2 things. One is that I've been lazy and I haven't really looked up how to ship internationally. If you know, please leave a link down below or tell me how. I definitely want to do an international giveaway in the future. Also, 2, nail polishes are considered flammable, and they're just not like shipping friendly, I guess. So it's gonna have a whole lot more trouble if I try to ship them not domestically. I know I'm gonna have a lot of trouble shipping them domestic already, so I just don't want to go through that, you know? And of course, you just have to be a subscriber and click like. I probably would leave this giveaway open for a week. I don't know when I'm gonna post this video yet, but I will write everything down below, the rules and whatnot, just in case if I forgot anything. And I hope you guys will win, and thank you for watching. Bye.